My name is Sri Lakshmi Sai Swaminathan, and today I'm going to be showing you one of my favorite recipes. This is a snack of my dreams, and I think you guys are going to love it. This is basically a quick butter cutlet, which is a piece cutlet. It's basically made out of green beans. So without further ado, we'll go ahead and start. Let me start by reviewing my ingredients. So for our dry roast, we have 2 tablespoons of coriander seeds, and this is 2 tablespoons of fennel seeds, and 1 tablespoon of cumin seeds. So this is for our dry roast. Once we roast all of this, we have to make a powder. So now is the first step to making these delicious cutlets is to dry roast all of these ingredients. So 2 tablespoons of coriander seeds, 2 tablespoons of fennel seeds, and 1 tablespoon of cumin seeds. So we're first going to put this into this pan, and this pan has been heating up for about a few seconds, and over medium heat I'm just going to saute all of these until they're toasted and roasted and they're very fragrant. Let me make this. So just roast these until they're really fragrant. I'm going to let this cool down a bit, and then I am going to, let me turn off the heat just a sec. So now once this is, I'm going to make sure this comes down to room temperature, and then we're going to put this in a blender. You can also do this in a small food processor. I'd highly recommend that. But I'm just going to use a regular blender and blend all of these up, blitz all of these up till it's a nice fine powder. So we'll be back.
Okay.
So everybody, we have our beautiful powder ground up. Take aside 2 tablespoons from the powder you ground up. This is what's going to make our dish very exotic. Okay, so let's start. I have a little bit of clarified butter, which is ghee or nai, as people call it in Tamil, and this has been heating up. So this is 2 tablespoons, been heating up on a medium heat. So that when that's going, and now I'm just gonna add my cumin seeds. So, and it's going to splutter a little bit, so be careful, everybody. Okay, I don't want you to get hurt. Please be safe while doing this. You don't want to burn yourself. That's really bad. Okay, this is good. Now I'm going to add my finely chopped 2 green chilies. This is also going to splutter. Ouch! It's going to splutter, so be careful. Now I'm also going to add an inch of peeled ginger, finely chopped. Oh, this is literally just spluttering. Let me turn the heat. There we go. Okay. Now for the spices that's going to make it extravagant. And of course, 2 cups of frozen peas going to go in here. This is frozen, so it can splutter. The oil's going to splutter. Be careful. Got a little tip there. We're going to put in some salt. It's going to flavor, and it's going to also help the peas soften. Adding our cumin, and we're going to chilies. Sorry, turmeric and red chili powder. If you're gonna touch this, immediately wash your hands. I would actually recommend not touching this because once they go into your eyes, it's bad. So, gets a little bit in the middle. And you're just gonna let this cook till the peas are very soft, and then after that's done, we're gonna mash it up and give a few finishing touches to it, and then that's about it. So this took about 6 minutes to cook. So this is looking really good. Now I am going to add the powder. So this is 2 tablespoons of the powder you ground. Good. Now I'm going to add about a spoon sugar, granulated white sugar. Okay, so that goes that. Neat. Why is the sugar sticking? It's dry. So mix that in. And then once this is very nicely mixed, I'm actually going to take a potato masher. Yes, I'm new. So we're going to take a potato masher and we're actually going to mash these. So you won't have, so it will kind of hold its shape when you fry it. So it's not like your old fried peas, which I doubt them. So it's time to get mashy. So look how beautiful it is. So I'm gonna mash these. Now I've turned off the stove and it's beautifully mashed, as you can see. There is a little bit of texture, which is going to be great. I've also turned off the stove, and now make sure you scrape down your potato masher in between, or else the pieces of peas won't get mashed so well. So once it's good, we're now gonna mix this a little, just a minute. Let me get all of this in there. Okay, now I'm gonna add some green coriander, basically cilantro this is. So I'm gonna put that in. I chop this respectfully, making sure not to get my fingers. So I'm gonna mix this in. This is looking delicious. Let me just check once more for the seasoning. And I also add a little bit of salt to soften the vegetables. So, see how nice it's cooked? It mashes down really easily once it's nicely cooked. So, hot. You're gonna have to make your own. This is good. Okay, hold on. And I'm gonna mix this once more. And you wanna cool it. You wanna make sure that you can handle it, okay? And you're gonna think, well, am I gonna how am I gonna eat this at room temperature? But don't worry, we're gonna fry it. You have the option of frying it in whatever oil it is, as long as it's neutral oil. So grapeseed oil, olive oil. So meanwhile, while that is cooling, I'm going to mix up. So basically the patty, then our breadcrumbs. We're going to once this up, this is what's gonna help have sort of sticking connection to the breadcrumbs and the patty. So to do this, I have a 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour. Now I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of this of water, just plain water. I'm gonna put that in. Now you can whisk this together. You do what you want. I'm also gonna add a little bit of salt. I'm using Himalayan pink salt. You can also use sea salt or kosher salt. So I actually have gotten a whisk, and I'm gonna. Seems like I'm going to need more water, so I'm just gonna add literally a splash of water, just to make it kind of like a coating consistency, if you will. Wait, and that's it. That's it. Look, there's no lumps, and it should be kind of like a coating sort of consistency. This is ready. I have my breadcrumbs. Let me tell you how to make it. Basically, you take off the crust of 2 slices of bread. You're actually gonna leave you with the right amount for this recipe. I'm using whole wheat, but you can also use white bread as whole wheat bread, but you can also use white bread as well. So you just crush this up, blitz it up in a blender, and there you have it. That's it, homemade breadcrumbs. Okay, so I have my oil heating up on the stove, so about medium heat, and make sure it's neutral oil, shallow fry, deep fry. So I have a plate here for where all the cutlets are going to go. Here is my salt, water, and all-purpose flour paste that we made earlier while this was cooling down. Here is my piece, and here's my breadcrumbs. So we're ready to assemble these delicious and extravagant and scrumptious cutlets. Okay, so let's get started. So you're gonna take, this is the perfect ball size, a little bit less than this. So you're gonna take a little ball. You can shape this whatever you want. So make creative shapes, okay? Get creative. This is like why you should do this with your family. So this, put this in here and sort of turn it. Make sure all of it is coated, right? And then you're gonna put this in here and make sure you get everything, because this is what's actually gonna crispen inside. So it'll be crispy on the outside and nice and steamy on the inside. So now I'm gonna put this here. And I'm going to repeat this to the rest of my cutlets until my filling is done. So I've done my first 5 little cutlet balls. Look at how beautiful they are. These are beautiful beauties. Look at these babies. Okay, whatever you want to call them. First, we have to test our oil. You should have already heated up your oil while you were making this on medium heat. I'm going to test it. Just take a little bit of a breadcrumb. Okay, so when it floats up, that's what it is. So let me just take that out of the oil. And for frying, I would recommend some adult supervision. Just saying. What? Okay. Now I'm going to put in one of these balls. So I will do 3 at a time. Yeah. And these are going to crispen. And I have also had my drying set up, so you can use a baking tray. These are so small, they're so cute. They're little cuties. Oh my gosh, I have a problem. So I have a little paper towel on this. You can also use a wire wrap. And you can use a spider or a spotted spoon. Please make sure to use 8 of these. Don't use tongs. You are more likely to squish and destroy these little cuties. Okay. So I'm going to let this cook for some time until it's nice and crispy, nice and golden brown. Why? Because we like it. So you want to keep this about medium-low heat. So about medium-low heat. So now I'm actually going to flip these over. Whoa, would you look at that? That's so beautiful, right? Boom. That was so beautiful. So I'm gonna let these go for another few seconds. And these are really, really quick. There's no reason not to do this, you guys. So healthy, so flavorful, so delicious. You guys will literally crave for this in 3 a.m. This is so good. Okay. Now I'm going to this go. So now it's just about patience. So you might, with all of these, you might get 8 to 11. So I'm just going to show you a few. Now it's time to play my most favorite part. So let's play. Make them cute. Let's have some dynamics. Nice. Okay. Oh, there. Muscles. Okay, I'm ready to dig in. Hopefully you are too. It's fluffy on the inside. Really sweet, a little bit spicy. With the addition of the sauce. It's the breadcrumbs right here. Oh wow. This is like, it makes it so crispy. It makes it like so delicious. Literally, even a 7-year-old can do this. Of course, with parent supervision when it comes to the oil, but this is delicious. This is the snack of my dreams, and this is just amazing. I don't know about you, but don't worry. Your kids are going to crave for this. Everybody's going to crave for this. In your family, everybody is going to crave for this. So, thank you for coming along with me and making these delicious manjar cutlets or peas cutlets. And hopefully, you'll try these out soon. Bye-bye.